Mabuhay from the beautiful city of Manila! I'm back Kwedza from the channel Fragrance RX, and today I'll be reviewing another Iris fragrance. It's from the house of Valentino, it's none other than Valentino Uomo Intense, so stay tuned.
Hey, pop the trunk, I open up, I sold my soul a good price, out of sight. My hoe got talent, right? Whole squad ran do that shit.
Valentino Uomo Intense was released in 2016 following the success of its older brother, Valentino Uomo. And Fragrantica classifies this fragrance as a powdery vanilla and a leather fragrance. Now before anything else, let's start first with the presentation. For the presentation of Valentino Uomo Intense, it's one of the best bottle designs that I've ever seen. If you look closely, this bottle design is very elegant and it's similar with its original older brother Valentino Uomo. On the front it says Valentino, and on the bottom we can see information regarding my bottle. There, Valentino, my batch code 63191, and it's 100 milliliters 3.4 fluid ounce bottle. The cap, it comes with this cap, sliding cap, or you can just put it into place. It fits very tightly, very snugly, and it prevents any accidental sprays. There. The sprayer of this one is very good. As you can see, it sprays a decent amount of juice. And that's for the presentation of Valentino Uomo Intense. The notes of Valentino Uomo Intense are the following. On the top, we have mandarin orange and clary sage. On the middle, we have iris and tonka bean, and on the base, we have leather and vanilla. Now, I already sprayed Valentino Uomo Intense here on my left hand, and Valentino Uomo here on my left forearm about 3 hours ago. And now I will spray Valentino Uomo Intense here on my right hand for the initial spray. There you have it. Now, while waiting for this one to dry, I will say that many people are comparing Valentino Uomo Intense with Dior Homme Intense. Now, I have the 2012 batch and the 2017 batch. And right off the bat, I can see that they are two totally different fragrances. They are two good fragrances on their own. They are incomparable. Now, Valentino Uomo Intense is not a substitute to Dior Homme Intense. They are two totally different fragrances because I will explain this later on, but Valentino Uomo Intense is more on the leather side, while Dior Homme Intense is more on the rich iris side. Now, many people as well are comparing Valentino Uomo Intense to Dior Homme Parfum, but Dior Homme Parfum is too much leather. In fact, this one is too much leather that I cannot appreciate the iris DNA of the original Dior Homme anymore, comparing to Valentino Uomo Intense, which has a creamier iris. And this one, a clone from the house of Armaf, Armaf's Futura La Homme. Now this one is a clone of all of the iris fragrances that I've mentioned a while ago, including Dior Homme, the original Dior Homme. Dior Homme, Valentino Uomo Intense, and Dior Homme Intense. But this one leans more towards Valentino Uomo. These two smells the same. Okay, now for the initial spray of Valentino Uomo Intense. Right off the bat, I can smell the iris. The iris on Valentino Uomo Intense is very, very strong, as well as the leather. Iris and leather are the two main notes of Valentino Uomo Intense. They are the stars of the show. Now, I will spray Valentino Uomo just for a comparison here on my left forearm. Just a small spray. Let's wait for this one to dry. Now, Valentino Uomo is more on the sweeter side compared to Valentino Uomo Intense, which is more on the darker side because of the leather and the rich iris. Now, Iris is not listed on the official notes of Valentino Uomo. Like what I've said on my very first review video, you can check the link on the description down below. Valentino Uomo is more on the sweeter side because of the hazelnut. Hazelnut and Iris are the stars of the show in Valentino Uomo as compared to Valentino Uomo Intense, which has leather and Iris. Those two are the stars of the show on Valentino Uomo Intense. Now let us compare the initial spray with the dry down. On the initial spray, Valentino Uomo Intense has Iris and leather, but on the dry down, the leather now is the star of the show. It's more prominent on the dry down, the leather. The creamy Iris that is present on the initial spray of Valentino Uomo Intense is totally replaced by the sweet leather on the dry down. I forgot to mention that on the initial spray, Valentino Uomo Intense and Valentino Uomo have the same DNA. They are somehow the same on the initial spray, but after a few seconds, they are totally different fragrances already. They go separate ways. One on the sweeter side and one on the rich dark side. So for the development of Valentino Uomo Intense, from a rich creamy iris leather fragrance, it dries down to a very sweet leather fragrance. The iris somehow fades off, subsides, making way for the rich leather of Valentino Uomo Intense. Now the dry down of Valentino Uomo is still sweet because of the hazelnut. It's still sweet compared to Valentino Uomo, which is very leather compared to Valentino Uomo, which is hazelnut. Okay, so for the compliments, this fragrance will surely, definitely give you compliments. In fact, Valentino Uomo is a very perfect date scent. This one will make you smell sexy and yummy. Okay, so for the number of sprays, setting, and the age group, I will suggest 4 sprays on Valentino Uomo Intense. 2 behind the ears, 1 behind the neck, and 1 on the chest. Why? Because like what I mentioned a while ago, this fragrance is a perfect date scent. When you cuddle someone, when you hug someone, when you're in a close proximity with your special someone, she will definitely smell you and will think of you as a very sexy and a yummy person. Now, setting, date scent. I keep on emphasizing date scent because this one, again, is a very perfect date scent. Very perfect for special occasions and formal occasions as well, when you're wearing a black suit and tie. And age group, people in their college years already, because this one smells mature. Very mature fragrance, 20 and above, can rock this one. Now, for the final rating of Valentino Uomo Intense, for the smell, I will give this one a perfect 10 out of 10 because this one is one of the best iris fragrances that I've ever smelled. For the uniqueness, well, I will give this one an 8 out of 10 because, again, like what I've mentioned a while ago, it smells pretty similar with older brother Valentino Uomo, the Dior Homme line, and of course, Armaf's Futura La Homme. For the performance, this fragrance is a beast. It gives me about 8 to 10 hours of longevity. For the projection, again, another 10 out of 10. Perfect 10 out of 10 because it projects for about 3 to 4 hours on my skin. And for the sillage, I will give this one as well a perfect 10 out of 10 because it leaves a very, very decent scent trail. In fact, when you walk towards a room, people will notice you. They will know that you are around the area because this one produces a very good scent trail. And for the versatility, well, I will give this one an 8 out of 10 because this one is perfect for the cooler weather, for the cooler environment when you're in an air-conditioned room. For the final rating of Valentino Uomo Intense, I will give this one a 9 out of 10. The final question is Valentino Uomo Intense prescription worthy? Definitely yes. If you're into iris fragrances like me, and if you love the Valentino Uomo line and your line, and if you want to smell very sexy and very yummy, then Valentino Uomo Intense is the one for you. What are your thoughts on Valentino Uomo Intense? Do you have both Valentino Uomo and Valentino Uomo Intense? What other iris fragrances do you have in your collection? Again, leave your comments below. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, Fragrance RX. Again, this is Wedson from the channel Fragrance RX, your fragrance doctor. See you in the next video. Have a nice day and stay fragrant!